Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my Gig-Olos and Gigolettes. It's me, Gio. Y'all know who the fuck it is. All right, I'm just gonna do this really quick. I don't do political stuff on my channel that much, and I'm not gonna politicize this. I'm gonna try to be as fair as I can. And I'm pretty sure most of you probably feel the same way, right? The whole thing about Trump testing positive for coronavirus. I mean, do I even have to fucking say it? Do I have to? I mean, if you follow me, you know I'm not a Trump fan, right? I'm also like, I wouldn't exactly call myself a never Trumper. You know, like the media, in terms of, the current state of media, it is, in my opinion, that Trump thinks the role of the media is to cheerlead for the president and not be critical of him. But, like, no one's going to say, there's not going to be a single reputable news outlet that's going to be like, oh, Trump's got the coronavirus. Yeah! No, that's fucked up. But, gotta look at the big picture here. Trump is 74 years old, I believe. Would you look at Trump and be like, oh yeah, he's a picture of good health at 74 years old, right? Like, look at like whenever he has his yearly physical. And by the way, those things are complete bullshit. That's another lie from the White House. And I'm just saying it how it is, guys, because the White House is saying that President Trump is 6'2" and 245 pounds. And okay, back when I was a pro wrestler, we would have this little thing where if one of the wrestlers was clearly out of shape or not looking as good as he used to be, and we'd ask him, hey, how much you weigh these days? And he'll be like, oh, I'm 250, right? 250, 260. And then you would always hear someone, because wrestlers don't really talk shit about each other behind each other's backs. One of the veteran guys or whatever would out loud say, like, yeah, 250 on the fucking moon, right? Like, obviously, So, like, Trump is 245 on the fucking moon. I would put him around 280, right? I'm 235 pounds. And yeah, and I'm 2 inches shorter than Trump. So we have to look at, like, Trump's overall health right now, right? He's anywhere from 270 to 285, 74 years old, eats like shit, doesn't exercise, is high stressed, high strung. He is medically obese. That's just a fact. So very, 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 very high at risk for complications due to coronavirus, right? I'm obviously not a doctor, but so maybe, hopefully, best case scenario, he gets mild symptoms and it doesn't kill him, right? But we just don't know. Right? Joe Biden already wished him well, hopes for a speedy recovery. But my whole thing is, like, how does this affect the campaign trail, right? And I'm not much of a conspiracy theorist, but Trump did back in June, I believe, June or July, he made public statements about postponing the election due to coronavirus. Right? And I'm not saying Trump is a lock for the presidency. I'm not saying he's going to get shut out. I'm not saying that either way. A lot of media sources, primarily that are not Fox News, are already declaring Joe Biden a winner. I think that's bullshit, right? After I told this to my buddy Bam. We talk about this stuff a lot. I told him, I don't care what the polls say. Even if the polls say Biden's going to win, it's going to win by a massive margin, because that's what polling data suggests. I don't listen to it, because polling data back in 2016 showed that Hillary Clinton was going to fucking wipe the floor with him. So now I don't care what the polls say. I don't care if the polls say that Trump has a strong lead in every state, or Biden. I don't care. I will not listen. I will not consider polling data to be accurate anymore after 2016, right? But is it possible that Trump is trying to postpone the election? That is a real possibility right now, right? We don't know what's going on in the White House right now. Oh yeah, let me talk about this. Medical staff, I have to safely assume there's a medical staff at the White House, right? Like a 3 or 4 person, maybe 2 doctors, a couple nurses. I'm wondering now, are they like fitting a certain part of the White House with medical equipment? Because, Trump and his wife both tested positive. So are they going to take the existing medical staff members that are there and putting them in charge of Trump? Or are they going to fly in experts with their own staff? I don't know. Like, clearly, like, the president of the United States is going to get... Where the hell am I going? Oh shit, I fucked up. Sorry, I'm not paying attention to my GPS. I'm going the wrong way. Obviously, the president of the United States is going to get the very best medical care ever. Like, there's not even a doubt about that. I'm just wondering, are they flipping the staff? Are they, are they taking the existing staff that's there and just keeping them there? Are they bringing in new staff? I don't know. Anyway, so Trump has publicly talked about postponing the election. Is this a calculated way? Because we don't know if he actually got the coronavirus, right? We don't know that. This is a very dishonest president, and that's just a fact. That's not left, right, whatever. This is a very dishonest White House, very dishonest administration. So we don't know if he actually got the coronavirus, right? And he has publicly said he wants to postpone the election. Is this a way to postpone the election? I don't know. Maybe. We'll have to wait and see. Trump likes to give himself outs. Like, if he would have lost in what was he saying in the 2 weeks leading up to the election in 2016? Oh, it's rigged. It's rigged. It's a rigged election. It's like, he likes to give himself a safety net in the event that something goes wrong, right? If he lost in 2016, he was going to start his own media company. He was going to start his own like right-wing Fox News kind of thing. That was his plan if he lost the election in 2016. And his backbone would be, the Democrats are corrupt and evil, and the election was rigged, and I would have won if it wasn't for the corruption of the Democrats and all this stuff. And then he got elected. In the event he loses in 2020 and the election is not postponed, he'll just say, I lost because of coronavirus. He'll have his safety net secure for him. He'll be like, oh, if not for getting the coronavirus, I would have won in a landslide. All right, we already know that's going to happen if he does in fact lose the election. But I think on the positive side, in the event Trump makes a full recovery, and in the event that he remains as president, like, this is a good thing, right? Because now he can start taking coronavirus more seriously. He's on record saying the coronavirus was a hoax. This was back in April, I believe, or was it back in March when shit started to go south? He said coronavirus is a hoax. Not to worry, we got this. We didn't have it. We did worry, and it wasn't as, he has downplayed a lot, and he's gone against actual like medical professionals, you know, like Dr. Fauci. Dr. Fauci's on Trump's shit list, you know? So now, after all this, maybe Trump will start acting like this is something real, like not something to brush under, you know, under the rug. And I do think it's a little like ironic, right? I didn't watch the presidential debate. From what I understand, I didn't really miss much except for two old coots yelling at each other, yelling over each other, and Chris Wallace trying to control them. But I did see that when Trump's family came in, not a single one of them was wearing a mask, right? And you know that was a calculated move. It wasn't like one of them like, oh, I forgot my mask, whoops. Like, no, this was them trying to be defiant, trying to show power, like, oh, don't be afraid, don't wear a mask, right? And now, in the same week, Trump tests positive for coronavirus, maybe, right? Like, if it shows the whole Trump family. It showed, I saw Don Jr., I saw Ivanka, I saw Melania. I don't know, those are the ones that stand out. All of them had this smug look on their face, walking in, no mask, essentially trying to show like, oh, we're better than a mask. We're better than coronavirus. We got nothing to worry about. And then Melania and Trump both test positive. So at the very least, this could be, you know, this could force the White House and the administration currently, and if he gets reelected, to start taking this more seriously. Like, this is real. Like, even I said, like, even I'm on record saying, like, I'm not worried, which I was never worried for myself, in all honesty. I was worried for people like my mom, who's very high risk. People like my dad, super high risk. You know, like, those are the people I was worried about. Me, I want to be out there every single day, and I will wear a mask in public because that's fine. But I also have to mention, slightly ironic too, that Trump in the debate was shit-talking Biden about wearing a mask. And Biden, as of right now, at the time of this recording, has not tested positive for coronavirus. You know, Biden and his team are taking coronavirus seriously. Trump and his team haven't been. So I think if Trump makes a full recovery, which honestly, I don't want anyone to fucking die, even if I don't like the guy. If Trump makes a full recovery, this could be a good thing, right? Because we'll get some more leadership out of someone who has been trying his best to ignore the problem, to downplay the problem, to ignore the advice of medical professionals. So I think this would be a good thing. All right, that's all I got for this one. I'm about to make my first Amazon drop off of the day. Yeah. All right, guys, let me know what you think. Value your opinion. Everyone, please stay safe, stay driven, stay healthy, stay classy. Please don't get the coronavirus. And if you do, quarantine. All right. Peace out. Bye.